Hi guys, welcome to another day of Joy Devotional. I hope you're having I hope you've been blessed and having fun just like as I am having that. I'm still talking about exceeding great joy. Remember I taught you the levels of joy. The first level is the joy, the second one is the great joy, the third one is the exceeding great joy. So these guys, the wise men, the Bible says after about 2 years they've been searching, they finally saw Jesus, they worshiped, they offered their gift. The Bible says in verse 10, Matthew chapter 2, verse 9 says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. They rejoiced with exceeding great joy. Now, for great joy, it feels like multiplications. For great joy feels like harvest. But exceeding great joy is even a greater joy that comes to you that is greater than the joy of harvest. That is exceeding great joy. That is joy unspeakable. So Psalm 4 verse 7 says, you have put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and wine increased. Now remember, for great joy, when I was teaching you about great joy, I said in the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 3 that the joy before you, according to the joy in harvest, as men rejoice when they divide the spoil of battle, the joy as men will joy in harvest. You understand? But Psalm 4 verse 7 talks about a greater joy that is greater than the time of harvest, a joy that comes during the time of harvest, and that's the exceeding great joy. And that was what they felt. Because for almost 2 years they've been trying to get this done and they couldn't, but eventually they did. And I taught you the keys of not that you must not give up. So the Bible says, you have put gladness in my heart. So God is the one that puts the gladness in there, and nothing is going to steal it away. And you have to understand that God is the one that has put the gladness, and this is the joy unspeakable, and it comes with glory. It says, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 8, whom having not seen you love, in whom though now you see him not, yet believing you rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. So for the exceeding great joy, comes with glory. It comes with the fullness of glory. And that glory is that you keep beholding the revelation. In revelation, you keep beholding the face of Jesus. That's why the Bible says, we beholding, transformed, as in a mirror, transformed from glory to glory. You keep seeing him, you keep worshiping him, you keep looking at him, because there is joy unspeakable. So there is a joy that is greater than that of harvest. There is a joy that it's so much that you can't even talk about it, because it speaks for itself. That joy is being put by God. And in the next couple of days, I'm going to be sharing with you how to access that. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Bye-bye.